get real-time Secretary of State data. So we offer real-time, as in whatever reflects on the Secretary of State, we are going to have it for you. We can even get screenshots. So that data will be there available as screenshots, documents where it's available, officers where it's available. We're gonna get all the data that you can get from the Secretary of State. We can get it. We have integrations into all 51 states. And when a business registers, when they start, they have to register their business. And the Secretary of State tracks things, especially, this is what most people want, is things like the status, like is the business in good standing? And this is to help them assess risk. The big things they're looking for are fraud. Is this business real or is it not real? We went through and we did a research project where we wanted to find all the different statuses that exist with the Secretary of State. We found 402 different statuses in all 50 states. This is kind of a big deal. Let's say that you, as the savvy commercial underwriter you are underwriting a business for a commercial loan, and you see the status come back from the Secretary of State as suspended. What does that mean? Is that a concern? Should you hold off on this loan when everything else looks great? Well, we're going to talk about this more in this video. So it's really important that you understand the different statuses that each Secretary of State provides and what they mean. Today, we're going to walk through the statuses specific to a certain state, Maryland's 8 business entity statuses you need to know. Number 1, active. The entity is currently operational and in good standing, meeting all state requirements such as filing necessary reports and paying fees. It is authorized to conduct business in Maryland. This status generally indicates a lower risk for lenders, as it suggests the business is compliant and financially responsible, potentially enhancing its creditworthiness and operational stability. Let's proceed to number 2, forfeited. The entity has failed to comply with state requirements such as filing reports or paying taxes, resulting in the forfeiture of its legal status. The entity is no longer authorized to conduct business and must take action to regain good standing. Lenders should exercise caution with forfeited entities, as this status may indicate financial difficulties, non-compliance, or operational instability, potentially increasing lending risks. Number 3, dissolved. The entity has been formally dissolved, either voluntarily by its owners or involuntarily by the state. It has ceased all operations and is no longer authorized to conduct business. Dissolved entities present significant risks for lenders, as they are no longer operational and may have outstanding debts or legal issues, making them unsuitable for most lending activities. Now let's proceed to number 4, incorporated. The entity has been legally established as a corporation under Maryland law and is recognized as a separate legal entity from its owners. While incorporation provides some legal protections, lenders should still assess the business's financial health, operational history, and creditworthiness independently of its owners when making lending decisions. Number 5, merged. The entity has merged with another entity, and it may no longer exist as a separate entity. The surviving entity continues operations under its name or a new name. Lenders should carefully evaluate the financial stability and creditworthiness of the surviving entity, considering any changes in ownership, management, or operations that may impact lending risks. Let's proceed to number 6, old name. The entity has changed its name, and this status refers to its former name before the change was legally recognized. Lenders should ensure they have up-to-date information on the entity's current name and status, verifying that the name change doesn't indicate any underlying issues that could affect the business's stability or creditworthiness. Number 7, revived. The entity's status has been restored after it was previously forfeited or dissolved. It is now authorized to conduct business again after complying with state requirements. While revival indicates a commitment to compliance, lenders should carefully assess the reasons for the previous forfeiture or dissolution and evaluate the entity's current financial health and operational stability before making lending decisions. Number 8, canceled. The entity's registration has been formally canceled, meaning it is no longer recognized as a legal entity authorized to do business in Maryland. Canceled entities pose significant risks for lenders as they lack legal standing and are not authorized to conduct business, making them unsuitable candidates for most lending activities. All right, let's look at an example if we wanted to do something like this and kind of how Cobalt Intelligence can help you with this. This right here is an example using this API. Now, Cobalt Intelligence is an API first, where the idea is that you can get all this data via API and get it integrated right into your system. Let's say you search for this business 109 Franklin RC in California. So we're gonna hit send, and this is what we get back. Now, the status is suspended FTB, and this right here, specifically for California, is the Franchise Tax Board, which means it's delinquent with its taxes in California. Not enough to be terminated, but enough to put it in suspension. So this is somewhat of a risk here. Now, this could be hard to go through because, like we said, there's 402 different statuses out there. So what you can do is use this normalized status, where we go through and interpret these things, and we mark it as inactive. And we're gonna to put those as two different options. It's either going to be active or it's going to be inactive. And so then you can programmatically, as you integrate this into your API, and as this is processing through your software, you're going to get a feedback that says, hey, this business is active or inactive and may prompt further note. So it can kind of take it down certain paths. Now, if I was building this, I would use that as, like I said, a programmatic decision maker and put it in the, oh, this needs questioning right here. If it's inactive, I'm going to automatically put this in stipulations where someone's going to have to go and follow up further. And then you could display this string of suspended FTB, and then your underwriters could go through and check it and say, okay, this is something we need to dig further into, and this, or maybe not, or maybe we just decline the file altogether. I hope this has been helpful for you to see how these different statuses in the state can really vary and how it can be different for you and impact your business. I invite you to try the Secretary of State API. We have a free trial that it comes with, so you can go ahead and try it out. We also offer paid pilots, so you can try out a big number of searches and see really if the data is something that can be helpful for you. I'm Jordan Hansen. If this has been helpful at all, hit that like and subscribe button. We will help you out with what you're trying to do. Thank you.